indicating the possibility of, is there an individual or is there not? Question. Would that be correct, Judith? Would that be the behind the question, the real question? As I suspect, it's only a suspicion, mind you. It's just a guess. That what she's really inquiring into is there an individual or is there not? Is there an I in this body or is there not? Is there many or is there only one?
Lordy, did I say all that?
It's a damned if you do and damned if you don't kind of question. If you ever get to the place where you discover that there is no individual, that there is no you, then you'll discover that thinking is thinking us. That's my way of saying this: there is no you and there is no me. But if you get stuck in the place called there is no you and there is no me, then you're stuck in a belief. So the answer is there is no you and there is no me. There's no individual, because thinking is thinking us. So yes, Fred, the problem is always in the getting stuck. If you get stuck in the place that there is no you, then you never discover that there's the possibility to be the individual. But if you say you're the individual before you discover that you're not the individual, then there isn't an individual. So in a certain sense, it's always the opposite of what you think it is. Well, not in a certain sense. It's always the opposite of the way you think it is. And the minute you discover the truth and repeat it, it's no longer the truth. So that's why all of this stuff is difficult to have conversation about. It's difficult to discover the secret to life because it's always moving. Right.
Yes. I'm trying to recall, Edward, in the workshop, you went to the place of this entrapment, as it were, the closed loop. I'm trying to recall, but it won't come. It doesn't matter. But I seem to recall that this stuckment, this place of being stuck, being held by the being held, as it were. It's without the opening. Do you recall that?
Well, yes, of course. That's the illustration or the showing of how our mind works and being stuck in the box inside. The other thing about that is in a workshop, Fred, or in Hear Me, or perhaps on an online workshop like I used to do here, even on Pal Talk. If there's it's not so easy on an online open room Pal Talk in Pal Talk, because if there's a captive audience, so to speak, if there's people that are walking along together with it, then it can be followed step by step by step, and you can discover it all together, because the thread can continue. But when it's an open room like this, and people come in from, of course, all around the world and make their own comments, and then the thread of depth, if you will, as we move deeper and deeper into it, gets broken, and then we have to start all over again.
Yes. That was a conversation I had yesterday with Mike, who was getting very cranky about people not keeping to the script. not keeping to the main theme of a room and going off on tangents, and that seemed to annoy the living daylights out of him.
Well, once you find out in an open room like this, you either let it go where it goes, or you see if you can control it. And if you try to control it, if you want to control it and use a lot of red dots and bounces and that sort of thing, then the room will get pretty big reputation pretty fast for having been controlled. I have had this room for 9 years now, and I think I've had maybe 2 or 3 people bounced, and not very many people red dotted, other than, a lot of red dots for for breaking PAL talks and room rules, G-rated rules, but very few red dots even